Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Chance Save with Siena. If you like these kind of videos, be sure to like and share this video and to subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. We're looking at Walter Desegni today because he has officially become our 5th Wonderkid to come through our academy since we started this save 27 seasons ago. Yeah, it's nice that we've got 3 Wonderkids in our actual team and 2 others gone elsewhere and become actual world-class players. But there's a few things we need to talk about. Namely, the fact his form is now just a 6.5 since we've last talked to each other, and that's in the last 5 games, which might tell you a few things you may not want to know. Either way, we've had quite a few games since last night. We're at the last day of the season. Let's go over the games that we've had since we last met, shall we? First game we had was at home against Calgary, and we drew 0-0 against a time that was down to 10 men inside 4 minutes. And we had just 1 shot on target. Yeah, we had 23 shots, 1 on target, 11 off target, 11 blocked. They were very, very heroic with their defending today, and yeah, disappointed not to win this, quite frankly. The fact we didn't win this is kind of bad on us. It really is. Only we could actually score. The next game we had was away from Hook as Cummins, and we did score! Hooray! Yeah, Viatina plays it back. It actually finds Desegni who gets the only goal of the game. So 1-0, all we needed to get all 3 points. And we had 22 shots, 9 on target, and an extra 3.53. The goalkeeper that's in goal for them is a player we sent on loan to them. So I think he's making a case that he might want to be a first choice starter for us next year. He's doing this well in average ratings for them. And I'm just going to say this, a 7.28 this year. He had a 7.5 rating in the Coppa Italia despite conceding 8 goals in 2 matches. He's conceded over 2 goals a game, effectively. And in 38 games, he's got an average rating of 7.29 despite conceding 80 goals. He's only had 7 clean sheets. Yeah, he's done so well when he's been in goal that he's literally been their best player. I know he's not amazing, but I think he's kind of proving that he kind of needs a chance in the first team. He's 22, he's 9 years younger than our current first choice goalkeeper, and admittedly, I don't think he's as good as Verteriti, but he's definitely showing that he can cope at this level. So do I give him a chance? I don't know. I really don't know. So that's something we need to look into in a very near future, especially after the season finishes. The next game we had was at home to Bari, and we scored thanks to this goal from Desegni. Yeah, that's a great finish from him, and it's kind of when I just realised, oh, actually he's a Wonderkid. We also had a man sent off. Ivrak went and did a 2-footed tackle and got himself sent off, but it didn't change anything. We still won 1-0, so good to see that's the case still. The next match we had was away from Hogus Palmer, and we took the lead inside 55 minutes. Despite the fact that Palmer were down to 10 men at this point, it took JLABT heading home to get ourselves the opening goal. And in just 10 minutes later, we get ourselves a second. Lucievo finds a Sean, and he just finds his way to Viatina after JLABT plays it to him. 2-0, good stuff. Unfortunately, we don't keep the clean sheet. Palmer do get a goal back, and I question how this happened, but it was just out of position for the goalkeeper, and the player just has a good shot, and it's in. So, despite being down to 10 men, Palmer do score, and they don't win. We do win, and we get all 3 points. So 3 wins and a bounce. That's great. We can start to challenge for Champions League football, right? Right? The next match we had was against Bologna at home. We were behind inside 2 minutes, and it was the only goal of the game. Yeah, this was not great, as Spagnoli scores the only goal. I don't know how he gets so much space, but he does, and that's all she wrote. 1-0 Bologna, a team that knocked us out of the Coppa Italia final. I don't think they won it either, so I'm actually a bit disappointed about that, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, Juventus won in extra time. Bloody hell, Juventus had to take extra time to get the win. That's actually a bit more scary than I thought it would be. The next match we had was away from Huggins Benevento. You know, the team that had overachieved massively and looking like they could be challenging for Europe? They beat us 2-0. Del Bianco got both the goals, first of which was in the 30th minute of the game, the second of which was in the 90th minute of the game. And I was pretty peeved about this because we did not deserve anything at all. We just did not turn up. They actually looked like they wanted to win, and despite having an extra 1.48, so we actually were the better team on paper, we just didn't do anything productive. They were the better team, easily. and very infuriating to know that we were just this poor. It really is. Especially in the second half, when we actually had more shots than they did. So, 1 of 2 shots in the second half, they score with it. Their Wonderkid goalkeeper has taken to new heights. Who knew a good Wonderkid goalkeeper could take you to the next level? The next match we had was at home against Sampdoria, and we took the lead inside 26 minutes. Yes, we're leading here. John Bolt with the finish. I'm thinking, yes, we can finally end our winless drought of 2 games here and do well. We take a free kick, and they literally kill us on the counter. I've never been hit on the counter for my own free kick before, but the keeper, I wish I knew what Viatini was doing here. I wish I knew what Vettoriti was doing there, sorry. Because that is one of the worst pieces of goalkeeping I've ever seen from him. For some reason, he's definitely given me reasons to not want to trust him in the first team more. With that sort of goalkeeping. I hate to say it, but he let me down there massively, and that's the reason why we lost. And I say lost, despite the fact we drew, because it felt like a defeat. It really did. The next match we had was a snap in the league. The match that we were meant to have months ago, but kept on getting pushing back because they kept on doing well in Europe. We drew 0-0. We have to win the last game of the year. I hope we do better than this. I really do. The last game we had was away from Inter Milan. We took the lead inside 26 minutes of the game. Viatini with the corner header, and then they equalised from a free kick. Inter Milan drew 1-0 against us. But I'm not upset with the fact we drew this game because, quite frankly, they could have, and perhaps even should have, scored a second. They had good chances, and they had a chance I generally thought was going to go in, but they missed. So, I think we got away with one here. I really do. And that was the last game we've had since we last met. So, what does the table look like now? So, good news. We got Europe. Bad news. We've not won 5. And, oh, why is this happening now? We are 2 points away from European football. But we need Spal to beat Atalanta. Benevento take on Lazio. So, we need Lazio to draw because we have a good record against them, I think. We drew against it twice. Or we need... I actually don't know what we need. We can't have Lazio winning, we can't have Atalanta winning, and we can't have Benevento winning. So we need Benevento and Lazio to not beat each other to draw. So we are above Benevento for Europa League at least, and we need Atalanta to lose so we can get Champions League football. Actually, if that was the case, we'd still be below. Oh my days! I don't think we can get Champions League football at this point, but yeah, Champions League football might be off the cards, unfortunately. Well, if Atalanta draw and we win and Lazio draw, we are below Atalanta still because they have the more points. Because of this, they beat Lazio twice. We have 6 points and we've drawn against Atalanta once. We drew against Lazio twice. So that hurts us. And Atalanta, as a result of the 3 teams, are the better team here. So yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah. We can't get Champions League football, I just realised. I thought we could get Champions League football. We can't do that. But we can get Europa Conference League at worst and Europa League at best, so yay. There goes my dream of getting Champions League football. It died as I realised literally moments into this video. God damn it. Still, at least we can win today and at least do the best we can do, hopefully, please. I really need to win. Corella is going to start as the complete wingback. He's also a Wonderkid. Oh no, he's no longer a Wonderkid. He's lost that title. He was a Wonderkid. He's no longer a Wonderkid. He's now better John Bot as well, so maybe I should play him ahead of John Bot. Yeah, that might be a good call at some point. When MacLeod is not suspended. Ishan also been terrible. Actually, MacLeod can play. What am I doing? I could just do this. Do this. MacLeod come in. Oh, he's too hot. Never mind. Don't you just hate when things don't go your way? Doesn't feel like it's going my way, does it? Calandra is also now 3.5 stars as well, which is great. And Vizenzi is now looking like a decent player. So hopefully he can keep this up. I really wanted to do well. I'm expecting to be a Wonderkid at some point. I really am. Still, let's see how we do. We've got 7th place at least, so we've got European football again. So that's nice. Let's hope for something else, yeah. Pelli's going to come in instead. That's my part of the decision. Let's do this. Okay, so let's see Mo just taking the lead. Ifrat takes the corner. Father for the second, he does not work. I just realized I haven't done the opposition instructions. This is slightly awkward. Spal have actually taken the lead against Atalanta as well. So... kind of ironic they're doing us a fake. They're actually doing the thing I want them to do, and we might be about to go behind against Napoli anyway. So yeah. Oh, Deluge gets it back. Good. I've run the ball. Can you do something, please? He hasn't scored in ages, by the way. I'm really disheartened by it, but it's a good ball cross if he gets the ball. It doesn't get to him. But here's Deluge again. Margiotta on the ball. Finds the Segni. John Ball blocks. He scores. We've taken the lead. Hooray! It's his 111th league goal. He's now 99 behind Jack Oliver. Literally, he's only 99 behind Jack Oliver outright and 101 overall. But A goal for us, 70 minutes in. We are leading secondly with this assist. JLAB actually won't be an assist for just a second because it took 2 efforts, but it's in off the post. 1-0. Thank God. 1-0 at half time. Everything's going our way apart from the fact that Atalanta are actually winning. So we're down to 6th because Lazio have also taken a lead against Benevento. So we'll be in the Europa League as things stand. If we draw, then we'll be behind Benevento. And I'm not sure if I want Europa Conference League or Europa League more, which is bad to say, but there you go. Also, Inter losing. So Atalanta are actually going to be in Champions League football in 3rd place. Lazio winning as well, and AC Milan also winning. Juventus, since they won the title, have not been winning as much. Why could they not do this earlier when they were actually catchable? So, a chance for them, I think. It's their goal kick. If we drop points, it's not the end of the world, is it? But we're down to 6th place as things stand. It's not the end of the world, really. It's on best finish in a while. Desegni, Ifrak, can you finally put your... He's missed it. They got a free kick. They're going to score from this, aren't they? He's offside! Hooray! I actually called it too. They was going to score, but thankfully he's offside. Oh. I mean, 6th place is okay. I'm heartbroken by the fact we can't get, you know, higher than that. We've got at least 7th at the worst. 6th as second best. Benevento now 2-0 down, so they can't get anything out there again against Lazio, it looks like. We're going to cover off their, well, Napoli's chances by tinkering with the opposition instructions. They've gone for a 4-2-4 formation. I wish it would stop doing this to me. Like when I want it to cover everything the entire time. So come on, let's get this over the line, please. Or get a second. I like a second. Polino finds Vicenzi, who's really good for me. Margiotta, Viatina, Lenzi. Oh, what can you do? Lenzi. Out wide to Di Luigi. Can you get a goal yourself? Plays across to Lenzi. Oh, he's at the post. Close. So close. I'm actually enjoying this game more than I have done in a while because I've literally got nothing to lose anymore. All because I realise we can't get Champions League football, I feel more at ease. And knowing that we can get European football, Europa League at least, which we never got through the group stage of now I think about it. But a bot can't get to that. And can we do more? Doesn't look like we can, unless Napoli get a goal here, which means we'll be in the Europa Conference League. Free kick given. I mean, it's blatant. It's tactical. Why not? Napoli could still get an equaliser. I mean, I'm not even upset anymore if we can. I mean, if we can see it be the 3rd time we lost a winning position, which would really sum up our season. A bot finds Viatina. Viatina using his pace. Come on. Still doing it. A bot. Look at the space a bot might have. Don't go for goal. Play it back. Lenzi finds John a bot. He scores a second. It's over now. Any doubts? Completely obliterated. And we are safe. We are safe. It's good. 2-0. Thank God. Honestly, legitimately was concerned we weren't going to win this for a second, but this has definitely ended it. And I bought just too much time and space. I mean, it's a very good finish. To go back and still hit on the volley is a really good finish. And ladies and gentlemen, we have beaten Napoli 2-0 to secure 6th place. For the 3rd time. Is it the 3rd time? It's the 2nd time. We've got 6th place in this division. We've got 5th place twice. So we've been in the Europa League places 4 times now. We've been in Europa Conference League once, so this is our best season, I think, in a while. Not because of the fact we've got 6th place, but the fact we also did it while being the semi-final of the Coppa Italia. We have no European football to talk about, but honestly, it's still a good win. Still, though, we're looking good. Why is the Chelsea manager looking at... Oh, it's there. Never mind, it's for Vega. Still, 6th place. I could be upset about that, but it isn't the end of the world. Sassuolo do go down though. That's a big defeat. That's a big loss to this league actually. Frosinone they actually won, it looks like. No, they lost to Fiorentina, in the mind. I thought they did okay. If Fiorentina had won and Frosinone did, they still would have not done it because Parma actually Parma went and survived because of that result. Bloody hell. Good on Parma. But yes, we're qualified for the Europa League. That's good. We got a top 6 finish. We did not have great form at the end of the season, despite the fact we had really good form at one point, but again, just one of those things. JLAB bought though with a brace to get to 13 league goals after he actually did a worse average rating than he did the last 2 years, but last 3 years he's been really consistent for us and I'm very happy that's the case. Sassuolo go down last of the year. We got 12 million for getting in 6th place. I feel a little disappointed we couldn't get Champions League football because of the fact that we dropped so many points towards the end of this year. These results, it's the Sampdoria one I'm looking at and thinking we should have done better here. Bologna, we should have done better. Benevento, we should have done better. But the Napoli game, we drew 0-0. Inter were the better team until they started coming back in the second half. But Sampdoria, we should have done better this. We really should have done better there. and the keeper making a mistake actually has cost us Champions League football, I feel. Actually, we still wouldn't have got Champions League football even if it wasn't for that result. So, yeah. If we'd been Inter and we had beaten Sampdoria, then it's a different story, but I can't claim it's just that result. It would not have made a difference. So, Antonio Castelluzzo got 6 Player of the Match awards. What do I do with you? What do I do with you? Who knows? Also, one more thing. DiBiase. He actually did okay. He got 11 games, 6 wins, 2 draws, 3 defeats. They're out of the promotion contention, but they got into 6th place, so he did okay. I also realized he actually appointed Andrea Malika as his captain on his arrival, which is amazing to me. But yeah, hopefully DiBiase will have a good job, have a good time here, and we'll be able to continue progressing as a manager, because I'm very excited to see how DiBiase does as the Modena manager. That's really exciting. It really is. Let's see how he does, as he's also getting a new license badge as well, which is really cool to see. Let's see if he actually does sign a lot of young players to turn them or profit on them, because that'll be very interesting to see how he does with that. Oh, we might have suspensions. Polino and Mapele going to be suspended for the next game. Okay, that might be for next season. Great. Good start for us. But yeah, first win in 5. We get 17 wins, 16 draws. If we hadn't drawn so many games, we'd be high up the table. There's no doubt about it. There's literally no doubt. We had the least amount of defeats this year. Literally, the least amount of defeats. So if we hadn't have done that, we'd be fine. We drew too many games. Christ almighty. Anyway, let's see who's going to go up next year. And once we see who goes up for the playoffs, we'll be back for that. See in a bit. Actually, we just got this immediately afterwards, so that's slightly interesting. But yes, end of the season happened. We saw a lot of players for loan or transfers. Actually, these are transfers out, weren't they? Yeah, so we saw a lot of players, either for permanent transfers or not. Brilliant actually did okay for Guinea. Sotobel actually had a good run with Conte. It's the best average rating I've seen for a long time from Conte. Did you actually have your best average rating? No, but it was your best one in years. Goodness. That might be his 3rd best. That's his 2nd best average rating I've ever seen from him. And it took leaving us to get it. Okay. Turns out that he needs to leave us more as much as we need him to go. Cool. Poro did okay. As did Van Vinkel. He went to Wellington Phoenix. So that was interesting to see him go to Australia. Natali went to Lecce. Didn't play many games. Lupi went to Venezia. That's okay. Also, Patrick Prosciutto is actually now at Medina. That's amazing. Unfortunately, he might not get much game time at his new club because, well, new manager's in. Who knows? Rossi did okay. Got 10 appearances at Hellas Verona. Rostov bought Trabzonspor, which is amazing. And he's now worth at least 2 million, 2.5 million for the Tunisia International, which is hilarious to me. Corello, we sold to Spazzi. Got 2 appearances from the bench. And Lecchini also went to Chievo Verona. So Verona's love my players, apparently. DiBiase went to Padova. Apparently, he wanted to leave them, which is a great stuff for his career. Federico Angeles went to Melbourne City, and Carboni went to MacArthur FC. Baranek is wanted by teams. 2 of them. He just hasn't gone anywhere yet. On loan, well, I mean, Castelluzzo. You can see why I'm highly regarding him. And also, 2 assists as a goalkeeper. Good stuff from him. Caravo? He was okay. Look at that. 11 goals and 3 assists, a 6.97 rating for him. I don't know what to do with you either. This is a player that is going to be interesting for me. I should really play him as a winger at this point because he's better than inverted winger, but he can play a Tricotista as well, so who knows? I don't know what to do with him. But yeah, Messina, again, I think I have to get rid of him. He's not got the potential anymore, as much as I hate to say that. I just don't see him being amazing. Unless I send to DPS, then we could see what we can do. Russo, Mantova went on loan there. I think I definitely need to get rid of Russo. What the hell's happened to his potential? Biassi, oh, what do I do with you? He's got potential, I think? Or not? Maybe he doesn't. Mattia went on loan. He didn't score in 12 appearances. That's not a good sign. That's not a good look for you. So, Cardi, he had a really good spell, actually. Did they survive? I think they survived. Oh my god, they might have survived. Can I check this? Yeah, they're in the relegation playoffs against Basel. Goodness gracious, they actually could survive. Colucci went to Academica, did 2 goals. Okay for them. Jensen actually did really good. It seems like he was developing quite nice over there, so might just send him out down over there again. Bulgari, okay spell. Vanucci had a lot of game time, but I don't know if his potential anymore. Might need to sell him. Tortelli, I think I'm going to get rid of him. Bulgari, again, questionable for his point of view. Novello did terribly, as did Dye. They are both being let go. Yeah, they're going to go. Season though, an A for 6th place. It was an A+ at one point, but also a B- for the Coppa Italia semi-final place after, well, only expected to get to the first round. Coppa Italia semi-final, well, they didn't have much to talk about, but they were happy to talk about this. Okay, I'm confused by that, but they got the Coppa Italia semi-final thing on the Super Cup as well. But yeah, we lost to Juventus there. 6th place is still 6th place. I'll take it. We're only 3 points away from surpassing our best ever total in this division, which is 69 points apparently, which is kind of funny. Biggest win, 5-0 against Udinese. No surprise there. The match to remember, the 1-0 win away from Hungary's Napoli, which is what I'm confused about why we could not do this in the league either. And also the goal of the season. I mean, it's obvious that it's that goal by Kurella. It is filthy. It's absolute filth, and he did it. Sponsorship was gone down by 90 grand, effectively. Broadcast revenue down by 21 million. Corporate hospitality down by 120,000. Prize money down by 3 million, effectively. And the matchday commercial retail down by 118,000. So we also got 2.54 million from merchandise. 992,000 of that was non-domestic sales. 12,703 shirts were sold. Obot, Merpelli, Polino, Viatina, and Ifrat were the highest selling shirts. I mean, this is a lineup. Polino was the best player this year, understandably so. But Tariti, despite having a few moments of madness, was the second best player for us. And Obot with a 6.99 average rating tells me that maybe we need to have a few issues here. Ayalu was actually the 3rd or 4th highest after Di Luigi. Oh my god. Okay, maybe the defense was great. The defense was great. It was most of the midfield and other players in the attack that weren't so great. Lenzi was actually better than Viatina, which is interesting. Accolades, I had nothing. Though Bertariti got 20 clean sheets. It's the most we've ever had from a player this year, and that's a record for us. Obot with 14 goals. Desegni with 7 assists as a Mazzala. That is incredible. And Polino is definitely becoming a player that I want to keep around. We've got 3 Wonderkids, 2 Wonderkids at least at this point, and it's exciting. It's the least amount of defeats we've ever had. 5 defeats, and we only got 6th place because we drew so many times. Oh my days. This is why they're talking about something that's 25 years ago. I mean, Sotar's the only man that's in this that's even remotely close to us, and he's a coach, and he's not a very good coach. I mean, okay, 3.5 stars coach, but he's not amazing, is he? He's not amazing as a coach. And I'm probably going to get rid of him, actually, looking about this now. We underperformed in the XG by 10 goals. Our XG position was first, and we underperformed XG points by 5 points. If that doesn't tell you that we've had a few moments of where we should have done better, I don't know what does. That's damning about how we threw away some really good points, some really good positions. We were 10 goals less than our XG said. That's the worst I've ever seen us do. It really is. So yes, mid-table again. I'm happy with that. Really happy with that. And top half in 4 years' time. We're not progressing, but at least it's better than nothing, right? Meeting. We're going to go for mid-table. Yes, there we go. Good to see that. We're going to give a good account of the reach to Europa League proper. Yes, thank you. And let's do performances. Oh, what do I want to do with this? I mean, some of you may leave the club. You don't want... Okay. Apparently, me telling that they might leave is interesting. I don't know why they're unhappy about that, but I said that some of them might leave, but obviously, apparently, that's got upsetting to some people. Great! Polino, where are you? Where are you, Polino? And Ayalu? I mean, it's not like it's any good players going to leave, is it? Where do we want to go? Let's go to Norway. Why not? And yeah. 3 players were sent on loan to our division. Didn't do very well. Also, Lenzi, what are you doing now? Oh, apparently I'm the front runner for the award of the Manager of the Year. Nice, nice, nice. Lenzi is now a decent player for this division. He's finally back in that role. Oh, I might need to play him as the main choice next year because I think he's good enough for it. Viatina or Lenzi. Viatina or Lenzi. Merpelli's definitely not good enough for this. I don't think anymore. You know, he's definitely a better player at this point. Okay, maybe Viatina's a better player. I might have spoken too soon about that. This is awkward now, isn't it? Very awkward. Okay, Lenzi, Viatina. Unless I play Viatina as a striker or play out wide the ring. I don't know what to do with him. But yes, at least we've got this. But the fact I'm the runner for this is interesting, isn't it? The board has this budget of 202 million of transfers and 2.7 million of wages. And the facilities have been downgraded. The youth facilities. Let's improve that, please. Yay! They actually didn't disappoint me this time. Hooray! Also, new stadium is going to be done this month, or next month at least. So actually, we're going to get going until we get the new stadium, shall we? As belonging to Satnam Manager. Cool. And the Crabtree is going to retire as a coach for us. He's been here for a very long time, since 2033. He's been here for 15 years. He's finally going to hang up his boots. He's going to retire on the 18th of June, which I think is before our stadium gets finished. Yeah, it's literally a week before the stadium gets finished, so we've got an extra slot in the coaching side of things to worry about. So let's deal with that when the time comes, yeah? Well, what do you know? We've just been given the Serie A Manager of the Year award. How about that? Didn't think it was possible. Did you? Of course, Castelluzzo gets the Goalkeeper of the Year and Bologna gets the Defender of the Year. That's hilarious to me. So we are back. We know who is going up to meet us next season. To the surprise of nobody, Roma actually decided to turn up this year and win the league outright by comfortably 16 points. Yeah, this is not a surprise that they see that actually do well this year. Empoli and Pescara went up as well instead. Lecce, Vicenza, Padova, and Pianese all went down. In Liga Pro, Venezia went up this year, so good for them. There was a few surprises in this league where I wasn't expecting some teams to go up or down. Monza being a shock relegation for me, though. I wasn't expecting to see them go down in this division. In Liga Pro B, Siena went up, and Modena, who is DBS's team, did not get promoted from the playoffs, which means that Juve Stabia and Cosenza were the two teams that went up in this division. I had no idea there was a team called Gladiator before the save, and I'm now happy they exist. That's fun to look at. The bottom three team I was not surprised to see go down in that division. Grosseto being a shock team to be down there, though. Wasn't expecting that. So yeah, I think Piacenza was another shock relegation for me, but there you go. It's just one of those things as far as I'm concerned. In the Europa Conference League, Lille beat Atalanta to win it for the very first time, if I recall correctly. I think it's the first time they've won it. Let's check just to make sure that is the case. Yes, the first ever time they've won it. Good for them. Another French team winning the trophy. It's just a shame that Atalanta were beaten in the final after taking the lead. They've never won a European trophy, apart from the Europa League back in 2021. The first season of the save. Oh no. In the Europa League, Ajax beat Leeds. Ajax have won the Europa League. That's a statement and a half. It's the first Europa League they've won in 6 years. They won it in 2042 as well. I had no idea they did that. But yeah, they've done the double. Good for them. Hopefully they can continue going forward. And they've only won the 53rd Eredivisie as well. So shocks all round for nobody. And the Champions League saw Liverpool win it, because Liverpool and Arsenal win it. Liverpool retain their Champions League trophy, so it seems like normal service resumes this competition. But we're going to keep going until we get to a new trophy, so let's keep going until then, shall we? So Crabtree is officially retired. We actually had to take some bids and try and stop people from trying to poach our staff members too, but Crabtree has retired as a coach. I mean, what can you say? He was Notts County manager 1.2 for 2 years, and then he just accepted a bid from us, and we've had him ever since. So yeah, he starts at Coventry, doesn't he? No, he starts at Birmingham as an under-18s coach, and we just had him for years. Amazing, really amazing what he did for us. So hopefully we can replace him with a good coach, right? I'm just going to put that out saying anyone who wants it can come get it. Okay, people are trying to buy Luigi from me. Brighton apparently is as big as his main draw, but I don't think he's got any big clubs. I mean, Brighton the only team that I can really see draw him away, and that's a team in the Champions League. So he doesn't want to join us. He doesn't want to do a new deal. What do I put in for this? What do I sell him for if I have to sell him at any point? He's only worth 4.6 million in value. I want more than that, much more than that. He's got 3 years left as well. Let's see, awkward. Oh, Frey actually left us for 1.1 million for PSG. Okay, great. Thanks, Frey. We needed you. We have officially moved into the stadium, and the Siena Stadium is now here. And it can be expanded to be as big as 41,500 seats. That, for me, ladies and gentlemen, is very good. And can be used by the national team for minor matches, which is even better as far as I'm concerned. So, good stuff. Really good stuff. Just love the fact we got a new stadium, honestly. But yes, we are going to end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys will like and share this video. And that you also subscribe to the channel. Really does help me a lot. Let me know down in the comments below, actually. Did we fail overall, given what we could have potentially done? Or did we overachieve anyway because of the expected league position being only mid-table and we're only the 14th best team in the division, but everyone is so close to each other? Does that count as a failure or does that count as overachievement? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm curious to hear your response to that. But anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.